Welcome to Umair, my story. Tonight's story is about a successful businesswoman who thought a dangerous chapter of her life was over. She was wrong. The nightmare had only been hiding in the shadows. Sarah was ambitious. She started with almost nothing and built a small business from scratch. Every day she worked longer hours than everyone around her. Most people thought she would fail. Instead, her company kept growing. But success attracts attention, sometimes from the wrong people. Several years earlier, Sarah worked at a local restaurant. One regular customer stood out, a wealthy man named Michael. He always wore expensive suits, drove luxury cars, and seemed interested in Sarah's future. Every week he offered to invest in her dream business. For years she refused. Then one day, money became tight, and she finally accepted. The moment she took his money, everything changed. At first it was harmless. Text messages, phone calls, questions, then dozens of messages every day. If Sarah didn't answer, Michael became angry. He wanted to know where she was, who she was with, what she was doing. Soon she realized this wasn't friendship. It was obsession. SFX, phone vibration repeatedly. Every night Sarah noticed the same red pickup truck. Outside her apartment, outside her workplace, outside restaurants she visited. Whenever she approached it, the truck slowly drove away. She started losing sleep. She stopped dating. She stopped trusting strangers. Fear became part of her life. Then suddenly, Michael disappeared. No calls, no texts, no truck, nothing. Weeks became months. Months became years. Eventually, Sarah believed it was finally over. Her business exploded in popularity. She moved into a beautiful new home and started a new chapter of life. 3 years later, 2:13 a.m. Knock, knock, knock. Sarah woke instantly. She walked toward the front window. Outside stood a tall figure, motionless, wearing a black hood, watching the house, waiting. The figure remained there for 20 minutes before disappearing. The next morning, Sarah contacted me. I started digging into Michael's past. What I found was disturbing. Michael wasn't even his real name. He had used multiple identities, multiple addresses, multiple cities, and there were rumors of other women. Women who suddenly stopped hearing from him, just like Sarah. Then one night, the hooded figure returned. I was waiting outside Sarah's house. At exactly 2 a.m., the figure approached, slowly, silently. Then he saw me and ran. I chased him through the darkness, across fields, into a dense forest. Then he vanished, like a ghost. At sunrise, I returned. Deep inside the woods, I found a small hidden shed. The smell was unbearable. Food wrappers, rotting garbage, dirty blankets. Someone had been living there. Then I saw it. A mannequin sitting in a wheelchair, blonde wig, heavy makeup, and taped to its chest, an old photograph of Sarah. I immediately called police. Police surrounded the area. Hours later, the hooded figure returned. He walked into the shed and started talking to the mannequin, as if it were a real person. Officers moved in. The man became violent, but he was quickly arrested. It was Michael, or whatever his real name was. No one knew how long he had been living in those woods. No one knew what he planned to do. And honestly, I don't want to know, because sometimes the truth is far more terrifying than the mystery. If you enjoyed tonight's story, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to Umair, my story, and turn on notifications so you never miss our next terrifying story. Because the next nightmare could be true.